Yeah, of course, especially when there is a big competition like this, people going down, and so we have to go up to strengthen our principle. That is be the reliable source of information for the people for their good decision making. That is something that we have to strengthen our strength, and then. What I think is we have to look at ourselves also. Sometimes we only look at what we want to give to the people, but we don't really realize what people want from us. So I think research will be the best way for us to discover all these things and then make a strategic movement into this field. And I don't mind about social media. I think we can use what we can use the word like sleeping with enemies. Instead of rejecting social media, we can like go with them and then enjoy them and then using our strength with their strength. That's the thing. I think everybody can do the research from a routine to research. Especially when you do work on a job, you are working on data, and if you accumulate a lot of data and use metadata into something that people can understand, that is already research, right, in a sense. So even if you are, for example, if you think whether you are impartial or not, you can even make a booking for each particular news sources that you use, so you can see the range that how many people from this group, how many people from that group, how many people from this group, and it shows that whether it is slanted or not. This is also research. So research is in our daily life. We are just a good guy who dress like too rigid. So it is not interesting for the people. People want something different. People want something that is more attractive. So sometimes you can live up with your principle, but sometimes you have to change something in order to attract a newer group of audience or a changing audience. That is something. Some employees hardly change. For example, especially you know that the situation is changing so fast, the technology disruption, but our media people seems to be like stagnant, hardly change. So we have to change ourselves first in order to cope with the changing of the society. License fee, yeah. There are some they so-called public organization, but not a public media really, because they belong to some of the government. For example, public relations department, they got their own television stations, and this kind of thing. The government trying to persuade us to broadcast the meetings of the parliament as use us as a tool for the administration, but it's very difficult to refuse. But I don't think we should do it. We have to stand by our own point of being public media. We have to attack the government in case that they are not doing good things, and we have to also compliment them if they are good also. Just like as I said in the presentation, crisis. So when it turns to be crisis, it seems that commercial television, they usually have advertising. They cannot kind of tear away all the programming's schedule. So but for the public media, you can do everything. You can focus on the reporting all day and all night, and then people who are really crave for this kind of information will go to you. So that's the most powerful one.